You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Right.
All right, yo, man, 15 Minutes of Fame. The beautiful Wing the Truth.
Yes.
Wing the Truth. How are you?
I am good, tired.
Okay.
You got me at QB event. It's a great event tonight.
Yes, shout out to her. This is her first event.
In
her city,
nice
in Bridgeport.
Turnout, too. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Started off a little slow, and I was like, but right now, I'm happy. I'm proud of her. She's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. Queen of RBE.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up now. Wait a minute now. Queen of RBE. Is it you or is it her?
It is her.
Okay.
Why would that? Listen.
Okay.
That is, you know what? I'm making my contributions, but I mean, a lot of what I do is based off of them, really. Her, Bonnie, Swave. Swave is in the building. Like all of the people.
Caution is in the building.
Caution is in the building. All of them. You know what I mean? Like it really started with ARP, Shata, the movement that they started. It was based off everything that they've done, really.
Right. And she took a page out of their book, started her own league, got a nice crowd out here now. Like I said, it started off slow, and then people are out here.
And probably because it's raining, too. So, I figured that, too.
So it's a very, very, very good crowd. If nobody else comes, it was a successful event for her.
Absolutely.
Will you agree? You agree with that?
I would agree.
Yes.
I would agree.
And you would know.
Because trying to take what we're doing in Atlanta with them taking it from New York to Atlanta, building up Atlanta, and then me moving into Virginia. Yeah, I definitely agree. She's doing her thing.
Yes, so shout out to her. I want to make sure that's where we at tonight. Shout out to QB, love her to death.
Definitely.
And you're here.
Yes.
And you live 633,000 miles away, but
no,
you're
I
here.
live in Virginia now, so it's only 7 hours.
Virginia, only 7 hours is crazy.
The flight is only 2 hours. Yeah.
Yes, but you drove up here.
No, I flew.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I don't know.
I'm bougie.
I was about to say that. It was the time I left on Friday. It was like 1 hour and 50 minutes. And that's not bad.
No.
So I can rock with that. So yeah. And even I don't care. I would have drove 7 hours to be here for QB. So.
And didn't even realize that a lot of this is the beachfront. So in the summer times, I'll be out at the beach.
There you go. You got a new spot now.
I got okay. My daughter was like, I was running late and everything, and she's like, "Oh, Mom, you should just stay and bask in what the Airbnb is all nice." I'm like, "No, I got business. I'll come back, and I got Sunday." So
yeah, and again, I've been talking to you, and I know who you are. I know a lot of people do know who you are, but there's a lot of people that don't know who you are.
Still, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you started off actually doing blogs and shit like that, radio, and then you wind up hooking up with. Was it Lawrence first, or was it ARP? Like
it was both, really, because I mean, I can remember a time where I used to call ARP and be like, and that's, I ain't even gonna say no names because I know they're gonna be mad at me today, but top tiers that I just felt like, why do you keep booking them? They fucking up the pack. What are we doing? I mean, calling him and he always responded.
Right.
He always responded. So he
Good
was
dude.
like,
Good brother.
I mean, we've had such a rapport over the years to the point where I was just like, look, I want to see people like Mr. Mills. What was the guy's name? Oh, I booked him once too. I can't even think of his name right now. He was in BBB1. But St. Mike. I'm like, guys like St. Mike. You know what I mean? Different when they were doing the on-sites. And so I'm like, why can't you bring that back? So we were trying to facilitate a whole plan with that. It didn't really work out. He was like, let them know. If you can facilitate something like that on the business side of things, let them know you got a direct line to me. So from there, of course, then Lawrence has always been very supportive.
Shout out to Lawrence, very quiet member of RBE.
Right, with the blogging and everything. So Lawrence, then I would call him and tell him about new talent that was coming in and telling him what he should be doing and whatever. And then one day he just bamboozled me and then was like, hey, host this for me. And I actually brought one of the guys over, Bone Car, over to do a 1SK, and from there, LL Cool G, and so now I'm here. So,
And they still together.
And we all still together, yes. So when Lawrence was like, hey, I'm trying to bring Winged in, ARP was like, shit, that's family already. Cool.
Already.
You know what I mean? You have to have that trust with them.
Yes.
Not that I was ever even looking for that.
Right.
You know, there was a time when ARP wasn't doing any interviews as far as online, and he was only fucking with me. And I really appreciated him for that. So
he was fucking with me too. Don't.
No. I mean online. You wasn't doing the show that you do now.
I'm fucking with you.
No, don't play. You know what I mean? Always. Uncle Rob. Everybody fucks with Uncle Rob. We're not gonna play like that.
And I fuck with you. Like I don't remember the first time I ever met you, but ever since the first time I met you, it was just like I just always rock with you.
Thank
you know what I mean? You just always been genuine. And we even tried to work together at one point. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So. Because that's how much I fucked with you. So
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean? And
I appreciate you.
And
but I appreciate you. It's always been out loud with you. You know what I mean? The appreciation and just it's always been out loud. I mean, I appreciate anybody's support, but you've never looked at it as I can't support her and everything she's doing right here, opposed to people in inboxes and needing to hide. Winged has always been a patron of everybody, supporter of everybody. ARP, Lawrence, Shata, they don't look at me if I'm trying to go to anybody else's events. They're like, hey, we're fans of battle rap. And that's why I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's like you don't play no sides, you don't hold no punches. It's always been that. When you need to tell me about something, it's always been, you know what I mean?
Right.
I appreciate that with you.
Thank you
definitely
so much. Thank you so much. Now I have to ask you the $1 million question, even though I know you really can't answer it. But, you know, if I'm going to go to anybody, it's you, right? So, you know, the word around town is, you know, ARP is retiring and, you know, or he's stepping back. Like, we really don't know. Like, literally, I talked to him. So I can literally say on this camera, I talked to him and I still don't know.
Well, let me say this. It's not even a question because he's a fan.
Always.
And ARP gonna do what he want to do when he want to do it. He's not on anybody's schedule.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, if you look at the big events over the years, how many have been done over the years? We're not doing any more, we've done more. We haven't done any less events that we've done every year, and this is the first. Really, February is the beginning of our year.
Okay.
We didn't really get a chance to start February the way we needed to. We're starting March.
Okay.
But who's to say that what we're doing on a smaller scale or on a larger scale doesn't matter
and doesn't benefit for the culture? Because,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because we went crazy this year.
Okay.
2-day cards like Fox 5. Check that interview out.
Shout out to the interview with ARP on Fox 5. Yes.
But you know, to get to the meat and potatoes, no. I mean, he said in the interview even, when I want to go, she pulls me back. You know what I mean? Meaning hip hop.
With the Godfather shit.
Back. You know what I mean? We all get tired, and being from
even I get tired.
Right?
Yeah. From
blogger, from podcaster, onto league owner, partners. This shit, I see.
Right.
You know what I mean? I see. And it pisses me off because he's such a genuine dude. He really is a genuine dude. You know what I mean? I wouldn't fuck with him if I didn't. Honest to God, I would not. But the business is the business. You know what I mean? And it can take you away. But having a break and him leaving, I don't feel like he's ready.
Okay. Well, one thing
he's been feeling like this for a few years now.
Yeah. No, we talked. So yeah. One thing I do want to say, and it's no disrespect to him, if he ever decides, I just don't want to be a part of that, I'll be a part of it, but don't want to be a part of it, it's in good hands. I mean, between you and Lawrence, y'all know what the fuck going on.
I didn't even know where you were going there.
Y'all know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all had to actually step in, you couldn't fill his shoes.
I could never fill his
But
shoes.
you could definitely walk in the path that he created.
So much from him, and it's almost as if we are in sync with thoughts when even because he doesn't do anything with the intake and the bricks at all unless we're putting them on the main stage. That's the only time. But when I have to come to him with the information, you know what I mean? And that's where the only thing when we started the intake, the mass intake, it was actually a thought of his. He was like, hey, what do you think about doing this and this and this? And I'm like, and then my wheels start spinning out loud. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, I said, so you mean a big intake or a big 1SK event and it just have to be one time? And he's like, Nah, I mean, rock out wherever you want to rock out. Why you tell me that?
Why you give me the keys to the car?
Did you just give me the keys to the Mercedes? Did you just give me the keys to the Mercedes? So yeah, that's, you know, I've been having fun with it, but that's what he loved about doing this. It was fun.
Right.
And that's what we're doing, having fun. You know, I'm just trying to, his motivation comes from fresh new talent, fire battles. That's where the motivation comes from with him. So
always been him though. In the beginning, even when he started, it was like the matchups were the most important thing to me.
And he would tell me, Wing, you know, I know you may want to put a card together, you have an ETA on a card, you want to get it out. He said, if it don't make sense to you, if it don't feel right, don't do it.
Right. And
that's just the fan in him. So, you know, I feel like as long as we as the culture continue to do what we need to do for the brand itself, hey, he's gonna be around.
Right.
At some point he may leave. You know, at some point you just got to give it all up.
Of course. At some point I'm gonna leave.
We all are.
It is what it is.
But I feel like right now him paying attention to life, living life. I feel like we all need to do that. This position consumes me 24 hours a day, and I'm a mother.
I could imagine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I have my own job actually. So I ain't like Uncle Rob where I ain't got to go to a day job, but you know. All right. But you know, I have a day job, so
right.
But it consumes me 24 hours a day. So I can understand.
But you love it.
I love it, and that's why I'm still here. Trust me, I've been on the phone with them like I'm tired. I am tired because people don't understand you deal with 100 different personalities. And this is just on the smaller scale of things. And that's no disrespect to anyone that's up and coming. But think about dealing with the top tiers when you're trying to put events together. The diva antics, all the bullshit. Yeah. Nobody has time for that. And this ain't your first job. This is not your day job.
Right.
Why? You know, they don't think about the money that's being put in this, the time that's being put in this. People just want to see the production. So you got to think about that man is human. He may look like Superman, but he is human. He is definitely human. So that's the way I look at it.
Whatever y'all do, I'm there. You know what I mean? Like I've always fucked with RBE. I was at the first event. I think it was the first time I actually met Averb because we were hanging out with Averb and I brought Averb to the event. I think it was the first event.
Okay.
And like we held Averb down in Jersey. I don't know if I'm flexing by saying that because I don't like to flex, but I mean, it was a proud moment.
Yeah.
Me and Heb.
But that's that's what we do. You know what I mean? You network. That's how that works. So no, that's not.
And ever since then, I mean, we had one head bump throughout all of those years, and I'm fine with that. I don't like to, even in relationships, you know, or family, you don't bump heads. If you don't bump heads, like something ain't right. Like we gotta bump heads at some point, right?
Happen.
So we had one throughout all these years we known each other, and to this day, that's my guy.
That's good.
Yeah, that's my guy. So I'm proud of him, proud of you, Shata, Lawrence, and there's a few other people. I always forget the other guys' names, but I know them when I see them.
Yes.
That's part of the RBE team. So.
Shout out to EJ, Mika, who hold me down.
There you go.
Definitely. Yes,
there you go.
Yes.
So, and I know, again, I'll see you soon. I was happy to see you tonight. It's always good to see you.
I definitely, like I said, I got a late start, but I had to come out and support QB. Like, she worked so hard on this. It was necessary. It really was. And
it was good. It's successful. It's still going on. And she hasn't battled yet. We'll see her soon.
And she doing all this. I mean, she has her support team, but to have to battle and really put together this, that's it. Listen, Wody for next year, I will be writing that all down for sure.
Yeah. Wing the truth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Truth.
What?
And winged is not.
It's WINGED.
ED. Don't forget the ED. I'm saying it for you right now. It's winged truth. Yes.
Wing truth.
Yes.
Winged truth.
Don't forget the ED.
Winged truth.
Yes.
It's still saying it sounds like wing the truth.
No,
winged,
no.
Winged
it is
truth.
my first name, actually. It is seriously. It's the definition of my first name.
It's the definition
of my first name. You know how you do baby names and what the meanings of baby names? Yeah.
Oh, so what's your first name? Could I ask you first name?
I guess. I mean, people know it from my Facebook. Alita.
Alita.
Yes.
And Alita means wing.
Yeah, the winged one. The goddess of wing. The goddess of truth, excuse me. Yes.
And I'm going to leave with this. And I'm not flirting with her, y'all. I just want y'all to know she's a very beautiful woman. Good to see you, Wing. Good to see you. I'm going to see you soon again. All right?
Thank you.
RBE shit.
RBE. Do you believe?
Yes.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.